Marriage can get messy, but with God, we stay steady.
This is Staying Afloat with BJ and Camille. Welcome back to Staying Afloat with BJ and Camille.
At nandito na tayo sa second part ng ating series na Common Conflict in a Marriage. So first, we spoke about money. 'Di ba? Bakit money yung common conflict that we fight about or we argue about? Second is
Kids or children.
yeah, so whether you have a toddler, a teen, or in between, I think most parents, especially yung mga syempre may anak in a marriage, makaka-relate talaga sila dito, love. So, there are actually a few things that nagiging reason ng disagreement or ng disunity in a marriage, love. Ano-ano tong mga to? We have three.
So number one is favoritism.
Yes?
Second is parent disagreements.
Okay.
And the last one is on how you discipline your children.
Correct. So let's start with the first one, which is favoritism.
So why is it nagkakos ito ng conflict in a marriage? So when it comes to favoritism, lalo na sa, for us, we have 4 children and
Mhm.
somehow, maybe, or we don't know, nagiging in favor tayo sa isang anak natin.
Mhm. And I think this becomes a conflict because yung favoritism kasi, love, ano yan eh, parang syempre hindi mo i-admit bilang magulang na may favorite ka.
Tama.
But your spouse or probably the rest of your children, mararamdaman kasi nila yan.
Right.
And I would like to think that favoritism is not intentional. It's just that among all your kids, may isang anak ka lang na mas madali kang mag-connect sa kanya,
Right.
mas madali lang siyang kausapin, mas less complicated lang siya because we all know that all of our children, iba-iba sila. They're all unique. They're all different. That's why even the way we parent them should also be unique. Ano siya, customized siya. Hindi siya one size fits all na yung what works for this specific child will also work for this child, hindi pala siya ganon. And, we had to learn that, love. We had to learn that because growing up, ang parenting style kasi ng mga magulang natin dati parang one size fits all eh, di ba? Parang it all applies to everyone. But now we learned na iba-iba pala ang attack per child. So, yun, favoritism comes out that way na may anak ka lang na mas madali as compared to others.
What I'm getting from you is, sabi mo kanina, it's unintentional.
Mhm.
It's somehow, tama yun eh, love eh. Parang, somehow, this child, parang mas yung connection mo sa kanya, it's easier.
Yes.
It's automatic. And you actually can relate on a lot of things.
Yeah, same humor.
That's why you feeling mo na parang favorite mo, pero hindi naman talaga.
Yes.
It's just that meron lang talagang automatic connection.
You just have a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
Parang ganun.
Paano siya nagiging favoritism naman? So if it's unintentional, paano naman siya nagiging intentional? Can you tell me things kung paano mo napapakita na favorite mo yung isang bata?
A few examples is that when you always defend that child.
When you always defend that child.
Parang palagi mo siyang pinagtatanggol. Tapos yung iba naman, yung konting mistake lang, parang ang bilis mo namang mapuno yung pagkakamali nila. So it could come out that way. Another thing is that one child gets more patience and mercy and grace as compared to the other children. So syempre, bilang magulang, hindi mo napapansin yun.
Mm-mm.
But again, your children, your spouse may probably feel that.
Does that ever happen to us?
Yes.
Okay. How? Especially on a
Yes.
blended family, di ba?
Especially in a blended family. And I believe, we shared this with you guys on one of our episodes na since, coming into the marriage, VJ and I each had our own child, we felt na parang actually napag-usapan natin yun. And thankfully, we were able to really talk about it and be transparent about that na parang ang feeling namin noon parang may disunity talaga sa family namin. Parang kami ni Nathan yung magkakampi tapos sila ni Ice yung magkakampi. So it used to be a struggle in our marriage because the thing is nobody wants to deal with it. Parang every time na bring up siya, syempre away, syempre gulo, syempre in denial, hindi mo naman tatanggapin na totoo yun, 'di ba? But eventually, praise God, with humility and with change of hearts, we were able to accept that correction na parang kapag isa sa mga na-experience namin ni Lovey na when your spouse says something about a certain thing, ibig sabihin may truth yun. Kasi hindi naman natin yun, at least for us, love, no? Hindi ko
Mm.
naman sasabihin yun sa'yo just to spite you. I mean, what will I get out of that? I wanna share that with you because I want to fix it. I want to improve on it. Not because gusto kong magkagulo tayo. Parang wala naman atang mag-asawang yun yung intention. So, yun.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, that's true. But,
But for us, yan,
yes.
hindi gano'n. Kumbaga, in all humility,
Mhm.
when your spouse or Camille tells me something or vice versa, tinatanggap namin yun with all humility. But
Mm.
it doesn't mean that it's so easy for
That's
us.
true.
We also struggle. It's hard for us to be humble, di ba? It's not natural for us to be humble, but it's actually for us.
Yes.
Para makita
Yes.
natin yung magkakamali natin on how we deal with them. Kasi wala namang
Mm.
ibang magsasabi. It's not our driver or it's not our helper who will tell these things. It's
Each
between
other.
between me and her lang.
Oo.
So, yun. So, dun siguro nade-differentiate yung pagiging in favor of one child versus dun sa
Yes.
being unintentional because you have that connection. You have that same dance that na sinasayaw nyo. Kumbaga
Mm,
parang ganon. Ganon
mm.
siya eh, di ba?
Yes. But that's the beauty of it eh. Yung awareness kasi is important. 'Di ba sabi nga nila love, even in the word it says that na parang ang dali mong mapuna yung ibang tao pero yung sariling log sa mata mo hindi mo makita. At ang nakakakita kasi nun yung spouse mo. 'Di ba you can't see sana hindi mo makita yung muta.
Speck on the eye.
So, and if your spouse can see that and
Ulitin mo na lang yan.
okay. And if your spouse can see that, at we've shared this also here in our podcast, how you speak the truth in love.
Mhm.
'Di ba? That's very important also, especially when talking about hard things.
Hard conversations.
Yes, and in a marriage, hindi kasi natin pwedeng takasan yung mga mahihirap na topic eh. Kasi if we keep on evading that, if we keep on sweeping it under the rug, it piles up. Tapos the next thing you know, ang gulo-gulo na. Kasi we don't make an effort to talk about it. And we totally get it because we were once there too. Ayaw mo i-bring up yung isang bagay, kikimkimin mo na lang kasi ayaw mong mag-away kayo. Kasi ayaw mong magka-conflict. But by not dealing with it is already a conflict. Pero in silent. So yun. So in the aspect of favoritism, how do we deal with that love? How do we deal with that problem para hindi siya maging conflict sa marriage natin?
Well, first of all, ginagawa natin, we talk it openly.
Mhm.
Pinag-uusapan natin siya ng usap lang. Kasi
Mm.
somehow, 'di ba, kapag tayo feeling natin if we bring that up, that certain topic to our spouse, feeling natin we are under attack already. But again, 'di ba, I mentioned the word humility. Kailangan kapag kinausap ka ng wife, ng spouse mo, usap lang 'yun. Kumbaga sports lang tayo dito. Usap lang, and the reason why we are talking about this is because we want to have a resolution. I want to point out the things that we can improve in our marriage. So, sa atin love, we talk it openly. We
That's
can talk
true.
anything under the sun. Just the other day, I know, you remember,
Yeah.
anyway, that's sa ibang usapan na 'yan. Pero ang sinasabi ko lang dito is that kapag may kami pinag-uusapan, pag-uusapan lang namin 'yun. Normal na ma-hurt, normal na feeling mo
Ma-offend.
na-o-offend ka or ina-under attack ka, but balik lang kayo. Just remind each other, "Hey love, the reason why I'm talking this to you is I wanna get things done. Gusto
Mm.
kong ma-improve 'to, gusto kong mapag-usapan, and I want a resolution."
Yes, oo.
So that's number one, you talk it openly.
That's true. Ako, I have a truth bomb and it
Okay.
might hurt. Because the reason why sometimes you become defensive is because you know it's true. Alam mo
Mm,
yun, love?
yeah.
Kaya mo pinagtatanggol, kaya ka nagdadahilan, kaya ka nag-reason out kasi alam mo na may katotohanan
Kinabahan
yun.
ako dun sa tulog mo, akala ko sa'kin.
Mo, bakit ka kinabahan? Guilty ka nun. Joke lang, love. But no, it's real. And most of us really don't realize that. Na
Yeah.
being defensive is actually a sign of not wanting to face the reality of things. Yon. So, how do we deal with favoritism? We talk about it, we sit down, we accept, and the moment that kapag kasi nasabi na sa'yo ngayon yun, you become aware.
There
Na
you go.
parang next time, you know better. Kung sino ngayon yung mga anak mo na alam mong mas extra challenging, then you spend more time understanding them. I think that's the beauty of parenting love. It allows,
Spend more time and spend more time understanding. Kailangan
yes,
kasi more time. Kailangan mo siyang intindihin. You need to get into her world.
yes. Second, as a parent, hindi yung anak natin yung mag-a-adjust sa atin. Tayo yung mag-a-adjust. Tayo yung hahanap ng way to connect with them, to understand them, to find a different strategy. How can I connect with this child that I find complicated connecting with? So, ano siya eh, I think yun yung beauty of parenting love na parang there are just so many options to explore that.
Hmm.
Wag lang tayong ma-stuck dun sa, hindi, ganito kasi yung gusto ko, dapat maging ganito ka. Kaya dapat ito yung gawin mo. You have to be flexible. You have to give more grace, especially to someone na alam mong mas nahihirapan ka. Because ito love din yung sanctification na tinatawag sa ating mga magulang.
Hmm.
God uses our children also to reveal who we really are.
Hmm.
'Di ba? Kapag kasi madali yung anak mo o easy siya, magandang lalabas sa'yo kasi pabor sa'yo yun eh.
Hmm.
But if your child is a little challenging, then it really reveals your true character.
Hmm.
At yun yung minomold ni Lord. So, yun.
Okay, nice. So our point number 2 is about parenting issues. Ito yung mga how you parent. How do we parent our children? Okay, we have Nathan and Ice,
Mhm.
Nala and Nolan, and they are teens,
Mhm.
si Nathan and si Ice. And then we have toddlers, Nala and Nolan. How do we parent them before?
Before. Ako kasi love, now ko na lang na-realize no, na the way I parent, my parenting style is also based on kung ano yung kinalakihan ko.
How you were brought up.
Yes. Because yun yung model mo eh.
Same.
Yun yung example na nakalmulatan mo. So, not realizing na as you become a parent, kung ano lang yung
Pinasa sa'yo, kung ano yung pinasa sa'yo,
or the things that you've experienced, yun lang din yung gagawin mo. So, yun yung style ko, love. But, yung difference lang nung sa akin kasi is that, ang naging parenting style ko, love, is that, yung mga bagay na parang sa tingin ko, growing up, ganito sana yung naging approach sa akin para hindi ganun yung naging reaction ko, yun yung tinry kong i-change dun sa mga anak ko.
mm,
Yun yung parang may awareness lang na parang because I grew up this way and these were the things that I needed. So, ito yung bagay na chinange ko. Ikaw?
ako same thing. Kung ano yung kinalakihan ko, yun
Mhm.
din yung pinapasa ko to our children.
Mm.
And na-realize ko lang din na those are the things na I was doing wrong. First of all, yung ano, 'di ba? Akala natin syempre dito or kapag tatay ka, ikaw yung magdisiplina. Which
Mhm.
is tama naman. Tayo naman talaga dapat yung magdisiplina. But on how we discipline them, dun tayo nagkakamali. Because I get emotional.
Okay.
Andun
Yes.
ako sa point ng I am a disciplinarian and I discipline them through anger,
Mm.
through
Frustration.
emotions, through frustrations. Kumbaga parang galit ako.
Yes, yes.
And I realized na hindi pala dapat ganun. You discipline them, just discipline them.
Yes.
Na parang no emotions dito. Dati, I remember when si Nolan and si Nala, we used to spank them with a discipline rod.
Mm.
So meron kaming discipline stick na ginagamit sa kanila and ginagamit lang namin yun at a certain age.
Mm.
We only use that kapag there's a difference kasi between disobeying and yung makulit lang.
Oo, yes,
Kasi
yes.
kapag makulit lang, well, guys, given, these are
Bata
children,
eh.
these are kids. And they, ang daming chances na pwede silang makasira, makabasag, makatapon. Dapat, wag mo silang paluin doon.
Mm.
Because they are just being kids.
Yes.
Versus doon sa pagdidiscipline, when we talk about disobedience. Halimbawa, you told Nolan, he's already 6 years old. Nolan, and he understands. Nolan, next time, you don't grab that toy to that, yung sa kalaro mo.
Mm.
For example, may kalaro siya, tapos ginrab niya, tapos hindi niya shinare. So, papagalitan ko siya or i-discipline ko siya doon sa act ng nag-grabbing.
Yes.
Kasi ayaw natin i-grab. So, what we do, okay, Nolan, this is what we do before. Nolan, I'm gonna have to spank you with a discipline stick.
Hindi, una may process yung love. Usap muna. Kakausap. Warning muna, di ba?
Okay. So, ano, sa
Oo.
warning,
Inulit-ulit.
kinaulit-ulit. So, nakita mo na nag-disobey talaga. Talagang
Mm.
kahit anong sabihin mo doon sa warning, hindi pa rin ginawa. That's the time na papaluin mo na siya. So, again, pag-usapan ng kalma, hindi ka galit. You just tell
Yes.
him yung ginawa niya na you grabbed his toy. At
Mhm.
napaka-rude nun. So, tinuturuan mo lang na next time, don't be rude.
Yes.
So, you spank. Then, after you spank, you hug. After mo siyang i-hug, sabihin mo na kailangan i-incorporate mo dito yung ginawa niyang sin
Mm.
na yon, na kapag nag-sin ka ulit, you get spanked
Yes, it
because
will hurt you.
because you disobeyed. And
Yes.
sin will
Has.
actually hurt you.
Yes.
Dito kasi talaga nagsisimula yun eh. You know,
At
parang
saka yun pala yung concept ng pamamalo, love. Hindi ko kasi gets eh.
dati akala ko basta makulit ka, kaya
Oo, hindi. You have to relate the pain with the sin.
there you
The
go.
pain is the consequence of the sin.
There you go.
That's why when you give that discipline to your child, hindi ka emotional, hindi ka dapat galit. Kasi ang dapat na maintindihan ng anak mo, hindi kita pinaparusahan. Discipline is not punishment, it's training. It's training your child to choose wise, to make right decisions, and to choose the right behavior.
Imagine mo, love, nagsisimula talaga yan sa bahay. Di ba, you will
Yes.
see the greediness. Di ba, wala nagturo sa atin maging greedy.
Yes.
Wala nagturo sa atin. And it's because it's natural for us. Ang anak ko, hindi ko tinuruan na, wag mo i-share yung pagkain mo or yung candy mo dun sa other people, or sa other kids. Walang gumagawa ng ganon.
Mhm.
And, nakikita natin dito, in our country na lang, in our country, nakikita natin yung greediness.
Yeah. Na
Is
sarili lang ang
because
iisipin.
hindi sila naturuan or hindi sila na-discipline nung bata sila. That's why, growing up, yun yung ginawa lang nila. Yun lang ginagawa. They just want to be greedy, kunin nila lahat ng mga bagay.
Mine.
That's why, it's very important na, as early as now, we discipline our children. Sabi nga, di ba, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from
it. I like that, love. So, that's how we do it. But there are different styles of discipline.
For Nathan and Ice naman, how do we do it? How do we do it?
There's accountability. No, love?
For teenagers, especially 17 and 21 years old.
And for us, siguro, no, VJ and I really spoke about this and we've really learned na yung presence ng tatay, napakahalaga niya sa mga bata. Lalo na dun sa age na nila Ice tsaka nila Nathan, they're 21
21 and 17.
and 17. Kasi ito na yung kailangan na nila ng guidance. Hindi mo na sila pwedeng disiplinahin. Siyempre, hindi mo na pwedeng paluin yung ganong edad eh. Pero kailangan na sa kanila more on conversation and really accountability for them to really understand that in every action there is always a consequence at sila lang din yung haharap dun sa mga consequences na yun. So I think that's us for discipline. And let's go back to parenting disagreements, 'di ba? Kasi yun yung isa natin na pagkakaiba, love. And bakit nagkakaroon ng disagreement? Kami ni VJ meron kaming ganun. Why? Because in our family, si Lovey talaga yung disciplinarian. Ako naman si soft-hearted mother. Yung ang dali ko talagang manglambot, ganyan. Hirapan akong paluin yung mga bata. So, but nagawa ko na. Di ba, love, nagawa ko na. Lalo na pag wala siya. Like, pag wala talaga siya dito and I see one of them intentionally disobey, even if it pains my heart, I know I have to do that. So, yun yung mga naging conflict din namin ni Lovey. Na, there's always that one fun parent, there's that one serious parent, may isa gusto routine, siya yun. Ako naman, gusto ko naman spontaneous. So, we have to understand that as parents or as individuals, magkaiba talaga tayo. But when we come into marriage, when we become parents, we have to put up a united front. And that's one of our practices, love. Never coming well, I can't say never because of course in our early stages of our marriage, we would like right then and there, the discipline si Nathan pa lang kasi siya yung medyo malaki na nun. Didisiplinahin na si Nathan, papasok ako. Bakit mo ginagawa yan? And then syempre yung bata parang
confused.
Tsaka parang kakampihan niya yung isang parent na sumasaklolo sa kanya.
Or as a dad or as a father, as a husband, nadidisrespect ka in front of your child na dinidisiplina mo. Kasi if you are trying to impose that you are the leader of your home and then here comes the mom when kapag dinidisiplina mo, nawawala yung sense or yung essence ng pagdidisiplina mo kasi sinave mo eh.
Yes.
Sinisave mo especially in front of your child.
Yes.
So never, ever do that in front of your
At
child.
saka ano yan eh, yung
Walang unity,
kunwari,
makikita mo, ay hindi pala united
yes.
tong mommy and daddy ko.
And that's true. It will really result into disrespect. 'Di ba? Alam mo, parang nagpe-play siya sa isip ko. Pinapagalitan, papasok yung sabi mo ng nanay or tatay kasi hindi naman lahat tatay yung
Oo,
disciplinarian,
tama,
could be
tama,
like
tama.
change roles. Tapos, "Oh, ba't mo pinapalo yung baby ko? Ay, wawa naman, halika
Nako,
ditong baby ko. Ikaw wag mong aawayin 'to, tas palo ko yan si daddy.
patay.
Daddy, wag mong aawayin 'tong baby ko." And then dun ka magtataka ka, 'pag lumaki yung anak mo, bakit hindi siya nakikinig sa tatay niya? Bakit lahat ng sinasabi ng tatay na dini-disregard niya? Because yun yung kinalakihan niya na, nung lumalaki ako, lagi kapag pinapagalitan ako ng daddy ko, lagi akong sinasalba ng mommy ko. So, we didn't realize that because you somehow medyo ganun din yung how I grew up in. If it's not my mom or my dad rescuing me, it's my lola. 'Di ba? And sometimes the grandparents, that's their role. Hurt na hurt talaga sila 'pag nakikita nilang dini-discipline yung apo nila. But us, we realize that we need to have a united front. So what we do, kunwari may discipline, nangyari, ganyan. And ang gagawin namin nun, we would talk about it privately. I'm like, love,
Not in front of your
never
child.
in front of our
Never.
children. So, siguro my example would be one of them na parang love, parang I felt na you were a bit harsh with your words and with your tone of voice. Sana next time, ganito yung gagawin mo or sana mas ganito yung approach. But we will never do that right then and there in front of our children. And that's how we were able to connect and understand na ito yung parenting style natin. Nagke-create tayo ngayon ng sarili nating parenting style.
Or kapag 'di ba sinabi mo na you corrected me on how the tone, choices of words. As ako naman, na feeling ko, "Oops, tama nga si Lovie 'no, kasi parang mali nga." What I would do is I would go directly to my child and, apologize na, "Hey," for example, "Hey Nathan, I apologize because yung mga choices of words ko and I was not in the right tone. I was
Mm, mm.
sarcastic when I was disciplining you. I apologize. I am so sorry. Kumbaga, I didn't mean that." So that's so powerful because you are now showing Nathan the humility
Yeah.
na, oh, even pala si dad, nagkakamali din and hindi natin kailangan ng perfect parents eh. We
Yes.
just need fair parents to our children.
Yes. So, one of the things that we also implement is that we tell our children, ano ba yung mga non-negotiables natin dito? Ano ba yung mga bagay dito na you don't ever cross the line? So for us, we have here respect. Whenever there's disrespect, of course, that needs to be
Non-negotiables.
called out. Lying. Kapag ang pagsisinungaling is, palagi siyang nangyayari, that's something that we don't really allow. And we've learned this, 'di ba? There is such a thing as helicopter parents. Ang sabi na dapat tayo ay jet ano?
Ewan ko.
Basta yung parang when you say kasi helicopter parent, you're like
You're
always
hovering.
hovering
You're
your
hovering
children.
over your
And
children. Kung
for
anong gawin, puntahan mo.
oo,
Anong ginagawa mo
parang
diyan?
bawal yan, bawal yan, parang pinupulis mo. But you know what?
You
There's
need
a
to be
good and bad
a
thing
jet
in that.
plane.
Yun. Kumbaga parang when they're young, it's our role. Our role is to really, really teach our children kung mali, mali. You call it out right away. You don't give a window to allow that if it's wrong. Kasi the moment that you allow that simple thing, magkakaroon na siya ng foundation dun sa bata. So that's our role as parents. We have to be very black and white. What's something that is acceptable and what is not acceptable. So we have respect, we have lying, we have safety. Those are the things that we share with them. We share with them that about their bodies. Kung ano yung safety pagdating sa katawan nila, especially when dealing with other people, and about being honest with us, at lahat dapat sinasabi sa atin. So, those are the things that we do. Non-negotiable. Second is clear and consistent consequences. Kailangan kasi meron silang pinagkakapitan na palaging nangyayari. Gets mo, love? Hindi puwedeng lito-lito. So for us, discipline for us or yung consequences means you lose certain privileges. Like recently,
What are
one of our
the...
children
Go. You share.
lost his access to his cell phone. We're not gonna name that child because marami sila. But it happens because we really want to teach. We want to train them about certain things na kailangan nilang seryosohin. So kaya nawawala yung privilege na yun or kaya yun yung nagiging consequence para tumanim talaga sa kanila na seryoso to. What else? A heartfelt conversation. I think that always happens with us. One of the things that we practice here is that whenever we instill discipline, kailangan mong ipaliwanag yun sa bata. Hindi puwedeng ginawa mo lang, na-hurt, nasaktan, pero hindi mo pinroses yun sa kanila.
Mm.
And I feel like, love, as parents, yun yung nangyari sa atin growing up. Most of us probably have hurt from our parents na hindi natin na-deal. At ngayon pa lang na naging parent tayo, it comes out in our parenting. That's why it's a nice question eh. And I think we have it here, love, na parang there's a question here that says, are you parenting from a reaction, or is it something because you want to teach your child, or is it coming from an inner wound from your childhood? Na pinagdaanan mo kasi siya dati, ngayon lumalabas siya sa'yo as you become an adult. So, it's nice also to think of that. What are my hurts from my past na kailangan kong i-let go para hindi ko siya mak-carry ngayon sa parenting?
So next is discipline with relationship, not anger. Because most of the time, we discipline them. What happens when we discipline them and we don't have time with them, they resent us. Because for kids, you need to have relationship
Mhm.
before you discipline them. If you don't have relationship, you don't have time, then you
Mhm.
don't have influence to them. When you
Yes.
correct them privately. Huwag mo
Mhm.
silang i-correct when in front of the dining
Yeah.
table or in front of other people, especially if there are guests. If they did something, correct them privately. Kasi for them also na hindi mapahiya
Mhm.
at for you to be able to really tell them what really happened or how do you want to say things na
Mhm.
ginawa nila. Kailangan correct them privately. And syempre, when correcting, kailangan maging gentle tayo.
Yeah.
No emotions. For them to be able to have the clear message na gusto mong ipakita sa kanila. Because what happens to us, or most of the time,
Mhm.
angry lang tayo.
Mm.
Intense lang tayo. And they don't hear the proper discipline. They just hear us galit. They
Yes.
just hear us na shouting or whatever it is. So let's not forget when correcting them, we have to be gentle. And most especially after that, kapag kinorek mo sila, just tell them that you still love them.
That's true.
There is nothing that they can do that would make you
Love them
love them
less.
less. Let's pray about this. I know you're struggling when it comes to probably, let's say, abiding to authorities.
Mm.
Meron kaming isang child na he opened up to me and sabi niya, Dad, I'm having a hard time obeying to authorities.
Mm.
And what I would do, there's nothing I can do. I can only tell advice, but at the end of the day, I will entrust you to the Lord
Mm.
because the Lord will, somehow, kaya nga ako binigyan ng Panginoon dito for me to discipline them.
Yes.
I am just a steward of my children. So we seal it with a prayer, my love.
Yes, that's true. I like that, love. We discipline with grace, and ang ending kasi nun, we want love. We want them to feel love. 'Di ba? And siguro just to close, I want to, in how we do it, no? Kami ni Lovey, may mga days talaga na parang we get so emotional. But yung natutunan namin gawin is that we really let out our emotions. Like sometimes he would talk to me na, "Love, I'm really struggling with this. Nahirapan talaga ako dito, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan." And once na napababa na yung emotions na yun, that's when the time that you really talk to them. We don't let our emotions get in the way of being able to speak to our children. Kasi hindi yun yung gusto nating ma-achieve. So yun lang, one of the things we've learned as we grow and as we, try our best to become better parents.
So that's it.
Yes.
That's it for this episode, and we'll see you again on
Staying afloat with VJ and Camille.